Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I am really excited to talk to you today. Buckle in because you're about to get canceled. Just quickly, I'm wearing something different here compared to what I'm going to be wearing in the rest of the video because my intro did not film. So I just kind of wanted to say hi, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about cancel culture, woo, a hot topic that happens to celebrities, internet celebrities, and it could very well happen to you. I just wanted to talk specifically about how cancel culture is quite relevant, and it has been for a few years, and how the definition has kind of evolved a bit, and just how it's like entirely relevant considering we live in the internet age. Don't you forget it. Yeah, that's what today's video is going to be about. I just wanted to talk about a few examples of celebrities that have been canceled and kind of like the consistency in which it happens, even to like your favorites. That's all I have to say, so let's just get into it. Definition of cancel culture. I'm going to read. Cancel culture is a phrase contemporary to the late 2010s and early 2020s used to refer to a culture in which those who are deemed to have acted or spoken in an unacceptable manner are ostracized, boycotted, or shunned. I think that this is like a pretty accurate definition. I mean, it is the definition, I guess, off Wikipedia, but I do think it's like already kind of evolved quite a bit because I don't think people really get canceled to the same capacity as they did specifically in the late 2010s and early 2020s, like it says. I think it's evolved quite a bit, especially since I think we're more online than we've ever been, particularly because of TikTok probably. I feel like, I mean, you can tell me, but I feel like everyone's screen time has gone up significantly since TikTok has been downloaded on their phone. But I wanted to talk about some examples to kind of get you right into the headspace. So let's go to Past Cassie. Ooh, the camera just like broke. Let's see if we're okay. That was really weird. Internet gods are mad at me, I guess, for talking about cancel culture. I wanted to give some context for this and put it into perspective a little bit, so I'm going to talk about some celebrities. The first one I want to talk about is Taylor Swift, because I think she is like such a huge person in the zeitgeist right now that everyone's going to know a little bit about her. Like everyone's heard about Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift is like debatably like one of the biggest celebrities right now, if not the biggest celebrity. She is doing the like Eras tour, which is like the tour of all her like music. She's touring right now, so everyone kind of hears about it, and everyone knows about how expensive her tickets have been. And she's almost been under fire. Like, I wouldn't say this was a canceling, but she's been under fire for how expensive her tickets are and like how things have gone with Ticketmaster. But that's not necessarily what I'm here to talk about. So a few things first. I looked it up, and this is from Forbes. Swift's Eras Tours has grossed more than $300.8 million with an average ticket price of just over $250 and an average attendance of nearly 54,000 over 38 performances through the end of June, according to data from Polestar. Swift is set to perform a whopping total of 117 worldwide performances on a tour through August 2023. So huge, like a very huge tour. Because of that, she's like very like in the now. Everyone wants to go see Taylor Swift's concert. Even if you're not a huge fan of Taylor Swift, like everybody wants to go and kind of see what's up. And obviously there's all the Taylor's version music coming out. She's been heard about a lot because she's re-recording all her albums. Just a really popular celebrity. She's been getting canceled for a few things. So the big one I think that I've heard is the whole private jet thing. So she got canceled over how many private jet trips she's been taking, which are obviously a huge negative on the environment. Flying in general is worse than driving. So if you flew somewhere, it's going to be worse for the environment if you fly versus drive. And so private jets are obviously even worse because you're taking even less people to places. So this article from Rolling Stone, Kylie's 17-minute flight has nothing on the 170 trips Taylor Swift's private jet took this year. So obviously, very shitty thing to be flying that frequently. It's like, I understand that she needs protection because she's so popular. Like, she can't be flying coach all the time. But I do know there's like a thing, Chrissy Teigen tweeted one time about like how celebrities fly on like public transportation. And she was talking about how there's like a separate little private airport for celebrities, and you can like get put into your flight like afterwards. And celebrities do fly Delta, you know what I'm saying? Like they do fly on normal airlines. So I do think you shouldn't be taking 170 flights in a year. Like that's just ridiculous. Hey guys, I'm back. So I just wanted to kind of cut in here really quick to give an update because since I originally filmed this video, there has been a few changes. Primarily the one I want to talk about is Taylor Swift. Since then, I just wanted to say that Taylor Swift has been in the news for a positive reason, and that's because she gave over $55 million in bonuses to her like crew on the Eras tour. Sources confirmed to People that caterers, truck drivers, riggers, dancers, and more all receive bonuses from the pop superstar. Particularly, I've noticed highlighted that she gave her truckers each $100,000, like they each got that as a bonus, which is like just insane, like huge, life-changing money. So I do think like if this video is going to be accurate and fair, that needs to be acknowledged that she has done this, because it's such like, I mean, this feels so obvious, but it's such like give and take, where it's like people will be in the news for really great things and then really horrible things. It's just like, we're getting so much news. Like, this is such a good example. So this news article, I heard about this like 2 days ago maybe. And when I looked it up, I just searched Taylor Swift and hit the news button on Google because I thought this would be like the first articles. And the whole entire like strip of article suggestions were all, rumor has it Taylor Swift is going to drop 1989 Taylor's version tonight. It's like complete new news. These are all like pretty like large news stories, I think. So just how fast now like news is hitting us. Like, imagine if we had newspapers right now as our main news source. Like, such a minute amount of information would be like given to us each day. Yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that. That's all I had to say on that. Another one I want to talk about is Ariana Grande. She has also been like kind of like all over the place. Like, they both have very dedicated fan bases, but then there's also like obviously going to be a higher amount of eyes on her or on them, and so there's going to be more chances, more ability for people to find negative things. Ariana Grande recently has been in the news kind of a lot. Ariana Grande recently put out a TikTok on her mental health because so many people were commenting on her weight. So she put out that message on TikTok talking about how she actually does feel like people shouldn't be worrying about her because we don't know her, which is like so true and so valid. And also that like her previous body was her on a lot of antidepressant, and I think she said abusing alcohol. So she was just saying how she appreciates all the people looking out for her, but it's not necessary because we don't really know her. She recently has been canceled because she was married to Dalton something. He was a like real estate, like luxury real estate broker or whatever the hell. They are getting divorced, and right after their divorce was announced, it was announced that Ariana is dating her co-star from the movie Wicked that she's gonna be in. People have been like gassing on him because he played SpongeBob in like SpongeBob the Musical or some bullshit. So it's like too easy to make fun of someone. It's not even fair because like making fun of someone for being SpongeBob, it's like, come on guys, we have to come up with something better. That's too easy to target. But people are mad because he was married to his high school sweetheart for like 10 years and they just had a child last year. And now I guess like him and Ariana are dating, and there was like, I know articles out saying his wife didn't know until like right before the news broke that Ariana and him were dating. So obviously it's like very messy. It's very messy. It's not good. And people are putting a lot of blame on Ariana, which I think is because she's so famous, and also because people are saying she is like a serial homewrecker. So she's been with other men who were like in relationships and like they left their person for Ariana. I just think like this is shitty. I like personally like don't care. She doesn't deserve to be the only one kind of getting shit on, and like from what I've seen, people are really like putting it all on her, like making her the problem when it's like two people are taking part in this. So I just never like when women get like all the blame. It's unfair. Relationships take two people is all I'm saying. So I think they're probably both maybe made some questionable decisions, but again, like what do we know? We don't know like anything, and I don't think it's ever fair to put the blame completely on one person. The other thing I did want to say, I follow Ariana Grande on Instagram, and her Instagram like has just been her posting like normal. Like it hasn't even, you know, like I feel like there's a time when people were canceled where they would like stop posting on Instagram for a while and they'd have to like slowly kind of like try to get back into people's good graces. That's like not even happening anymore. Like Ariana's been posting normally. She's been talking about like her makeup line. She's been posting about Wicked and all her music that's coming out soon, I guess. So it's like she's just like not even letting it phase her, and we're all just kind of like moving on and being like, okay, so we were all mad at her for a little bit of time, but we're over it now. So I just, yeah, the news is moving so quickly that also affects cancel culture drastically, I think, and its effectiveness, I guess, because it just doesn't feel as effective as it was when it first was coined. Okay, that's Ariana. Lastly, my other third big one, I think, is Harry Styles. This one's a pretty obvious one, I think. He also had an extremely successful tour. So he had a huge tour, musical success. I recently saw a TikTok that said he's officially outstreamed One Direction, so stay strong, my One Direction girlies. And he's also like been in the news a lot for being like very into gender bending fashion, so feeling comfortable wearing dresses and skirts and things that aren't in the typical like masculine fashion area, I suppose. He's been canceled for being a bad actor, basically. He's not being canceled necessarily because he's a bad actor, but because he's getting these opportunities to act, even though he's not very good. And that's obviously because he's been successful in other realms, so it's like they're letting him be in the Marvel Universe or be in Don't Worry Darling, this huge movie with like Florence Pugh, who's like this amazing actress. Yeah, he's also, I put on here, I think it's important to say, all three, so Taylor Swift, Ariana, and Harry, have all been canceled for queer baiting in the past. So for acting like they are queer in some capacity, but only dating people of the opposite sex. While I was writing the script, it just made me think of a few others like Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, Liam Payne, Zayn Malik. I'm just coming for like all the One Direction girls. I really apologize that I'm just putting it on hard. They're all have been accused or in trouble for something, and they're like doing fine. To prove my point that you're gonna get canceled, that we're all gonna be canceled at some point, I thought we would do random celebrity generator. So we're just gonna refresh this, look for a random celebrity, and I'm going to Google that celebrity's name and canceled, and we'll see if they have been canceled. Okay? Great. Okay, random celebrity. Jeff Goldblum. Sure. Oh, I didn't think, okay. So the first link is about a TV show being canceled. Second one, Jeff Goldblum faces social media backlash over Islamic, I'm assuming. Jeff Goldblum faces social media backlash over Islam comments on RuPaul's Drag Race. So, sounds like a little bit of a canceling to me. Let's try it again, boys. Bart Starr. That's so random. I guess that's what it's called, a random celebrity generator. Professional football player for the Green Bay Packers. Boo! Boo! We only like Vikings in this house. Bart Starr canceled. Oh, Bart Starr has died. I feel like we should move on. Rest in peace, Bart Starr. I'm sorry for being so mean about the Packers. It's not your fault that you weren't drafted by the Vikings. Charlize Theron. Why did I say it like that? Charlize Theron. Oh, Charlize Theron faces backlash after seeing Africans. She is African, isn't she? South African? Let's click this one first. It was horrible. Did they date? Oh, Mad Max feud. Okay, so I guess they were fighting. That's sad. Anyways, not the point. Let's click this one. I feel like I'm saying her name weird. Charlize Theron, right? Faces backlash after saying Africans, her mother tongue is dying out. Oscar-winning actress Charlize Theron is facing fierce criticism in South Africa after saying her mother tongue Africans? Am I saying it wrong? I'm gonna get canceled for saying it wrong. Afrikaans. I apologize, Afrikaans. I feel like that's a light canceling, but a canceling is a canceling, no? Okay, one more. Janet Reno. Why are these so random? I get it. It's a celebrity random. It's the random celebrity generator, but it's like so much different. Like such weird people that I was not expecting. Okay, 78th Attorney General of the United States. Well, she's a politician, so I wouldn't be surprised if things had gone south at some point. Janet Reno. Janet Reno's costly cancellation. Oh no. Oh no. And she was the first woman to be U.S. Attorney General. Oh no, I hate to cancel a woman who's doing her best, who's slaying agents. Whoa, what is happening? This seems very serious. Oh, I see. So she didn't attend something. So she canceled attending. I still think she was kind of canceled though. Okay, let's see. Janet Reno's time as Attorney General filled with difficult decisions. Reno faced a number of tough issues as the Attorney General. So I think she had a hard time, but you know, who doesn't have? Oh, she's passed away too. In 2016, she passed away from Parkinson's disease. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Janet Reno. I'm just really sorry. I think I'm gonna do another one. Oh, I'm so sorry. Not Marie Curie. Oh no. Okay, Chris Pratt. Let's end with Chris Pratt, okay? Let's end with Chris Pratt. We all know Chris Pratt has probably been canceled for a number of things, but the number one I know is like his religious affiliations. He goes to one of those like mega churches that is like anti-LGBTQ+. So I guess I'll search it to prove that I'm not making this stuff up, but Pratt has come under fire over the years due to his involvement with the Hillsong Church, with many celebrities have condemned for being anti-LGBTQ, after one Twitter user called for Pratt to be replaced in the MCU with Aquaman and The Conjuring actor Patrick Wilson. Gunn responded, "For what? Oh. Ooh? Anyways, so that's why Chris Pratt was canceled. Much more chaotic than I expected. I was just trying to make a little point. I didn't think I was gonna be all over the place. But anyways, I feel like I still made my point that everyone kind of gets canceled. Everyone gets canceled. You're gonna get canceled. So yeah, just be careful. And I don't want to come off with a stance that that I'm saying cancel culture is bad, because I think it's really important for people to be held to a certain standard, I guess, to make sure that we're all trying to be the best people we can be. So I don't want it to come off as I don't want it to come off as me saying cancel culture is wrong in any capacity. It's so gray, it's not black and white. There's much to be said about it on both sides. And I think it's going to evolve no matter what we think of it anyways. So I guess one of the biggest premises that made me want to film this video is just talking about how cancel culture has really evolved. Unless you've done something absolutely heinous, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna survive it and you're gonna come up on top. Ariana Grande, for example, she's under fire as we speak. She's gonna be fine. I know she's gonna be fine because nobody gets canceled for a long time. And we've almost gotten to the point where people are being canceled so frequently that it almost becomes this positive thing because there's so much sympathy for people for being canceled. People are so angry about cancel culture now that it almost doesn't exist unless you do something really heinous. Yeah, it's just happened to everyone at some point, I guess, is what it feels like. It's everyone's been canceled at some point. So it's even if it feels like your ass is grass, you're gonna be okay. Yeah, I kind of said everything I want to say actually. So my just general overall thought is just curious to see where cancel culture goes. If it's gonna come back around. I don't know, the internet is evolving so quickly that it's hard to say. If anything, as soon as it's gonna be AI and robots that get canceled for some reason. The internet has been around for long enough now that we've started getting to the point where it's us children who were on the internet way too early. We've been on the internet so long that anyone can look up what we said when we were 5 years old because we were on the internet and say oh, why did you say that? Why did you say that? But because everyone's on the internet, we all kind of said stupid stuff. I always think about how in the future we're gonna have presidents who were on the internet all the time. So it's or is it gonna become impossible to have a president who didn't say something really goofy on the internet? Because we're all saying such embarrassing, stupid stuff on the internet. It's even if it's not something inappropriate, you said some cringy ass stuff in in the 2010s when Tumblr mustache stuff was around. You had stupid Facebook posts, I know you did. So we're gonna have to eventually have a president who was posting stuff like that, and you're not gonna be able to look at your president without being oh my god, I can't believe that President Smith wore a mustache tank top in 2010. Oh, it's so cringe. It's so cringe. Please don't hold it against President Smith. They didn't know any better. I hope that you all had a lovely Barbenheimer. I had a lovely Barbenheimer. I hope you did too. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time, probably in a week or two. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, I never say this, but if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel. We can hang out. I talk about books a lot and movies a lot and internet culture stuff, and sometimes I vlog. I will see you next time. Peace, love, and happiness.